Welcome to the latest episode of Branding the Experience, where we discuss ways how we can create environments where employees actually want to come to work and customers want to keep coming back. I am Ken Bader, your host for Branding the Experience, also your organizational culture and world-class service standards expert with our latest episode, which is staying relevant. This has been a topic of discussion with a few of my clients over the last few weeks. We happen to be in strategic planning season here towards the end of the year. And, one of the comments is about, well, how do we stay relevant in our environment? How do we continue to compete with everything changing, not only technologically, but also in the hearts and minds of consumers? For instance, one of the things that I'm noticing, especially in the financial space where I have the pleasure to do a lot of work, is, while there's all this technology and we can do so many things on our phone and our laptops and all of these other devices, that people are starting to very slowly crave to have that one-on-one, that face-to-face conversation with an actual person rather than just simply being on text or on an email. How do we stay relevant? Well, I think that it goes back to our very tagline in this show is creating an environment where employees want to come to work and customers want to keep coming back. I think that first part is a key to staying relevant because that culture is so important. Much like I talked about in the most recent episode of Cool Culture Corner, culture is big picture. And when we concentrate on the morale of our team, how they're working together as a team and within the systems that we create, that has a ripple effect to our brand and strategy. It allows us to put a better image out there with our brand because customers are happy and they want to come back. And two, it helps us to actually implement and execute our strategy. Because if we have staff that just don't want to be there, trying to actually implement objectives is almost impossible. Not completely impossible, but it makes it so much harder. So one, pay attention to that culture. And two, from a branding standpoint, make sure that we're actively managing our brand, because our brand is going to be growing, enhancing, or deteriorating whether we consciously focus on our brand or not. Obviously, if it's the not, it's more likely to deteriorate and be tarnished. If we're focusing on our brand, making sure that our image is stellar, also making sure that we're taking care of any problems as soon as we can. If there are bad reviews out there, bad word of mouth, trying to turn that around with better experiences for our customers, members, and clients. As well as making sure that our message is very concise, very clear, and very consistent. I think that's the biggest thing. I was talking to a colleague of mine that wanted to change some things in the content that she was doing. I said, you've only had that out there for about 4 or 5 months. And I think that it takes so long for a message to really resonate with your consumer base, just because you may be bored with it because you hear it or see it or read it all the time. Don't think that the consumer base, especially your target market, is bored with it. Continue to proliferate that message in a consistent and concise way so that people know exactly who you stand for, and that helps you to stay relevant. So hope that helps a little bit to brand the experience at the highest level at your unique business. And of course, as always, thank you for spending some time with me today. Take care.
Now a word from our sponsor, Bader Training and Consulting. BTC is the creator of the B plus C plus S formula. Our clients that implement that formula increase their net income by 124% and grow their business by 17% on average. The best place to start working with Bader Training and Consulting is with our B plus C plus S audit. The service pinpoints issues as well as attributes of your business's unique brand, culture, and strategy. Learn more or sign up for a B plus C plus S audit at www.btcinc.net/BCS-audit.